We're going to talk about some of the problems that Starmer will incur because of Donald Trump being the president. Donald Trump has already apparently been heard in deep conversation with his big mate Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, saying, I'm worried about Keir Starmer. He's very, very left-wing. And that is right. So our relationship, the special relationship, I predict will become considerably less special because of Starmer, because he's a fool. He's a fool. Before we get to that, just a story that dropped just before we came on, Russell. The asylum seekers in London, the London Assembly, which is the sort of parliament that runs the capital. You know, it's Sadiq Khan's London Assembly, if you like, because he's the mayor. They have agreed a motion calling on the mayor to give asylum seekers free transport, free tubes.
Free public transport.
Yeah, free public transport.
Yeah.
So me, I mean, maybe I don't particularly need it, but loads of people around London, you know, who could use this. People who've lived here all their lives. You know, people that we call Londoners.
Yeah, taxpayers.
The hard-working Londoners. They won't get free transport, but these people who came across illegally in a boat and said, can I live here?
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah, so it's about 25 quid a day to get round London.
That's outrageous.
Yeah. But as I also understand it, and I stand to be corrected, the Conservatives voted for this on the London Assembly. Is that right? Because there was a Reform member of that assembly this afternoon saying that he was absolutely aghast that the Tories didn't have the courage, if you like, to stand up against the Labour lot and the mayor and say no, actually. Yeah. So again, another example of the Conservatives, and I know, OK, their leader is not directly Kemi Bade, not the new leader of the Conservative Party parliamentarily, but it shows their Lib Dem colours, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly why they lost the last election.
Well, looks like they're going to lose the next one.
You know, as has been said a million times, the Labour didn't win the election, the Tories lost it because they forgot how to be Conservatives. Over 14 years of Lib Dem, often Labour nonsense that they imposed on a bemused society, bemused Tory voters. They stopped being Tories, and if Kemi Badenoch can't get them back to being proper Tories, she's screwed as well. So she's got a mountain to climb. I think her heart's kind of in the right place, although I've got some problems with her. Won't leave the ECHR, etc. But anyway, we digress. Let's talk about this problem we've got with Keir Starmer. Donald Trump, you know, saying that he's worried about Starmer because he's very, very left-wing. Now, they did meet in the run-up to the election. Apparently had a convivial dinner at Trump's place with Starmer and David Lammy, the useless foreign secretary. But you know, Lammy has called him, you know, a neo-Nazi.
Well, he effectively called him a white supremacist.
A neo-Nazi, white supremacist, woman hater. And he went on a demonstration trying to ban Trump from ever coming to
We made a
this
speech.
country. Yeah, we'll put it up there in a minute. We'll show you. So, and then, of course, this asinine thing that that Starmer did, sanctioning 100 Labour supporters to go to the key swing states to campaign for Kamala.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that was Sophia Patel.
Donald Trump won't forget that.
That was Sophia Patel, who, you know, people are saying, oh, you know, you're perfectly entitled as a member of the British public to go over there and kind of help. You know,
wasn't that? They were
But
Labours.
it wasn't. No. But that's my point. It wasn't individuals. They were corralled by Sophia Patel, who is the head of operations
Send me an
for
email.
the British Labour Party.
We'll find you accommodation.
Yes. So it was sanctioned and organised as a Labour contingent.
Yeah.
And when people moan about Nigel Farage going to the US and say, well, it's the same thing, no, it isn't, because he goes under his own steam. He pays for it. It's him. It's not a Reform Party thing. It's Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
So there's a very, very big difference.
Well, also, you know, Farage makes no bones about it. He's a big Trump supporter. He goes over and he supports it.
Yeah, but he doesn't take a load of people to go and door knocking with him, does he?
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether Nigel would do that or not. But as a government. You know, the thing is, Nigel Farage is not in government.
But it's the lack of
government.
judgment.
Yeah, the lack of the Prime Minister, the government, to sanction this was, you know, ludicrously stupid.
Yeah, so let's just join the dots just for those that need it. I'm sure no one does. But, yes, so you've got the new Labour government, a new Labour Prime Minister, effectively sanctioning a political move to stop someone being elected that in a few weeks' time you know that you're probably going to be in a state room with, negotiating trade deals with.
To pull it up on one element of that, I think Starmer, like Rory Stewart, like all these lefties, because, as you say, they convert their deep wishes into facts. Oh, we were so on Kamala to win. Go over and help her. She will win because she stands for the good thing. She's a nice person because she's on the left. She's obviously going to win. Oh, wait a minute, she didn't. So I think he thought she was going to win.
Yes.
But
another lack of judgment. Because as you said earlier on, let's just be clear about what she lost by. When Clinton lost against Trump, she won the popular vote because she got an extra 3 million US votes. OK, let's not go into the Electoral College thing for a second and complicate things. However, this time, Donald Trump got 6 million more votes than Kamala Harris.
She got pummeled.
So he not only got pummeled her from an Electoral College perspective, I think whatever it was, 280 Electoral College votes versus 230 or thereabouts, he got 6 million more votes. I mean, it was an absolute landslide.
And that Kamala Harris, terrible campaigner, couldn't answer a single question.
Didn't talk to the press.
Didn't have any policies. When she did talk to the press, she made a complete mess of it. She had no policies, no cogent answers, and went to her political grave yesterday with more incomprehensible, happy, clappy word salad.
Yes.
That speech she made at Howard University, well, was on air last night. She was very rudely about 25 minutes late. Kept this poor crowd waiting. I'll just give you a little section of it. I tweeted this today. And with one last blast of the happy, clappy word salad that killed her campaign, Kamala Harris returns to the obscurity for which she was designed. We won't hear from her again, thank God. But this is just one quote from this nonsensical speech. Here we go. Let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion stars. The light of optimism. Just shut up. Yes. What does that mean? That's like her entire campaign was joy, love. People need more than that, you stupid woman. She really was stupid.
Don't forget the middle-class lawns, Kev. That was an important part of her campaign.
And cheaper groceries. Cheaper groceries. People do want cheaper groceries, but that was her only policy.
And she also...
cheaper groceries.
She also, Kev,
that was about it.
She didn't think anyone would notice that she was in charge of border control as Vice President of the United States for 4 years and let 10 million illegal immigrants.
Well, they think maybe 20. They think maybe 20. That's what Trump was citing. And by the way, I'm always quoting this. We'll get this up after the break because I just love it. I think that the moment he won the election, there's lots of theories when he won it. When he was shot, but that kind of went away. Piers Morgan said that the brilliant McDonald's stunt was the stunt that won the election. I think it was, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. Now, you know, that was never disproved, by the way. I think it spoke to people who were worried about the migrant crisis. We'll play it after the break, and you have a look at her Kamala's condescending, patronising, elitist left-wing face. The people of America were siding with Donald. She had no idea. She's like this.
Well, can I just sum it up? When she knew she was going to lose, which actually was about 3 a.m. our time, because it was such a convincing loss, she decided, despite the fact there were tens of thousands of people, that her supporters were waiting for her to speak, she just went, nah, it's all right.
Went into assault. Well, she
just didn't bother going out to see them.
The Democrats made mistake after mistake after mistake. I think they had to ditch Biden. They should have had a primary to choose a candidate. Just crowning this idiot woman.
Who they'd already rejected previously.
She was a useless vice president. When she tried to run for president, her campaign fell at the first hurdle. It was a disaster. Why did they ever think it was going to work?